Hello there and welcome. This is your warrior flow for strength and confidence. Take a seat. Feel free to boost the hips if you want to sit on some support. Otherwise, stay as you are. Bring your hands to your knees, palms face up. Close your eyes. And drink the breath in. As you breathe, receive. Receive strength, confidence, energy, and awakening. Anything that will give you a wonderful boost. Rise along the spine, shrug your shoulders back, let your heart rise. And then bring your hands together at heart center. Take a breath in. Sigh it away. Inhale, lift your fingers to the sky, rise up. And then exhale, expand, circle the arms out and around, taking up lots of space. Repeat that. Inhale, flow up through the middle. And exhale to expand and open up. One more time. Inhaling. And exhaling. Bring your hands back to center. And then shift into hands and knees. You can either roll over across ankles, plant your palms. And if that doesn't work, just swing your legs around and behind you. Once you're in your all fours position, just walk your hands slightly forward of the shoulders. Knees under the hips, spread the fingers wide. On your inhale, curl your chest open for cow. And then as you exhale, press back, downward facing dog. And then repeat that. Inhale, lower the knees, lift your chest, give your hips a boost for cow pose. And then exhale, pushing the ground away, curl the toes under, lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. One more time. Inhaling, find the lift. And then exhale, press the hips up and back. Take a few moments here in your downward dog just to explore movement and awakening. Slow pedaling of the heels. Nod your head. Release through your jaw. Maybe flutter the lips or stick out the tongue. And then really start to stand your ground in your downward dog. So deepen your connection to your path, to your mat. Press your strong thighs back, let your heels melt. Awaken the belly fire. Firm your outer upper arms in. Take one more moment here. And then bend your knees, look to your hands, and take a few steps forward. So however many steps you need to take to make your way forward into a fold at the top of the mat. Bow into the fold once you get there. And on your inhale, brighten up the spine. Palms to shins or fingers in line with toes, half lift. And as you exhale, bow down into the fold. Repeat that. Inhale, shine the heart forward, Ardha Uttanasana. And then exhale to soften and release. One more round. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhale, lead with your chest. Take the arms wide. Out and up. Big lift overhead. And exhale, slide the hands down into heart center. Drop your hands by your side and step your feet together at the top of the mat. Connect the big toe mounds, parallel the edges of the feet. Find your strength and your grounding. The four corners of the feet root down as the crown of the head lifts up. Really arrive in body and in mind. Connecting to your breath and also connecting to your strength. On your inhale, bend your knees, lower your hips, take your arms overhead for your fierce pose. And as you exhale, take a fold, releasing out over the legs into Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. On your exhale, bend your knees to plant your palms, step back into your downward facing dog. With your inhale, lift your heels, curl the tailbone in, roll forward along the spine into your plank pose. You can even drop the knees in your plank if you'd like. And then on your exhale, move from your center and wave your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Let's repeat that. Inhale, heels will rise. Curling in, rolling forward into that straight, strong line of energy into plank. Exhale, movement from your center to carry you up and back to your downward dog. One more time. Inhale. I love these waves. It's such a beautiful way to transition, waving into plank. And then exhale from your center, wave the hips up and back. Hold here in your downward dog, breathing in. And letting go. Step the feet together, look to the hands. Lift your heels, bend your knees, and step or take a light hop forward. Inhale to lift and lengthen. And exhale to release forward. Inhale, rise, let the arms go wide, leading with your chest, reach out and up. And exhale, bring your hands down through center. Drop the hands by the side, step your feet together, starting again in Tadasana. Inhale, bend your knees, lower the hips, take the arms overhead, fierce pose. And on your exhale, keep holding here, squeeze the inner thighs together. Keep holding as you inhale, feel the low belly lift. And then exhale, take a bow, forward fold into Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, palms to shins or fingers in line with toes. Exhale, bend the knees to plant the hands, downward facing dog. Again, step it back. Inhale, take a roll forward into your plank pose. And then exhale, move from your center, wave your hips up and back, downward dog. Step your feet together. Inhale, take the right leg high, down dog split. Exhale, curl it in, knee to nose, shoulders over your wrists, core plank. Inhale, send your legs straight up and back, down dog split. Exhale, bring the knee in, softly step your foot forward, heel then the toes. Let's go Virabhadrasana 1, anchor the back heel down, feet about hip width apart. Bend your front knee, stack it over the ankle, root down, rise up, inhale, all the way up into your warrior 1. And then exhale, goddess or cactus arms bend at the elbows, palms facing forward. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift your chest up. And then as you exhale, bring your elbows together, the pinky edges of the hands come together as you bow your head and fold. Repeat that. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift your gaze, lift your chest. And then exhale, take that hover forward, draw the elbows in. One more time. Inhale, strong roots, strong belly, strong upper body. And exhale, find that curling into center. Inhale, take the arms wide, out, up, and overhead. And then keep holding here in your warrior 1. Take another inhale as you stretch a little taller, reach a little higher. And exhale, lower your hands down to frame your foot, step it back, downward facing dog. Step your feet together. Inhale, take your left leg high, down dog split. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose, shoulders over your wrists, core plank. Inhale, send the leg high to the sky, straight up and back. Exhale, bring your knee in, and a soft step up, heel then the toes, warrior 1. Drop the back heel down, separate the feet, back toes will spin forward. Bend your front knee, root down. Inhale, come all the way up, strong and confident into Virabhadrasana 1. And then exhale, bend at the elbows, palms spin forward for goddess or cactus arms. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chest up. And then exhale, take that journey forward, bow the head, elbows in. Repeat it. Inhale, goddess or cactus arms, lift your chest up. And then exhale, it's that bow forward, pinky edges of your hands coming in. One more time. Inhale, open and expansive in your warrior. And then exhale. Inhale, take the arms wide, out, up and overhead. And keep holding here as you exhale. On your inhale, maybe find a little more lift, a little more reach. And exhale, lower your hands down to frame your foot. Step it on back, downward facing dog. Breathing in and letting go. Join your feet, look to the hands. Lift your heels, bend the knees, stepping or hopping forward. Inhale to wave the spine long, and exhale to fold out over the legs. Inhale, rise, lead with your chest, let the arms go out and up. And exhale, bring your hands all the way down through center. Reset, free your hands, step your feet together. Really arrive in body, in mind. Find the flow of your breath to support you. Bend your knees, lower your hips. Inhale, arms overhead. And as you exhale, float the heels up, rise up onto the tippy toes. Keep holding as you inhale. Keep holding as you exhale. Inhale, softly lower the heels, and then exhale, take a fold forward. Inhale, half lift of the spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, downward facing dog, step it back. Inhale, take your wave forward into your plank pose, building strength. And then exhale, wave your hips up and back, downward dog. Step the feet together. Inhale, take the right leg high, down dog split. Exhale, bring the knee across the body to the left elbow, core plank twist. Option to thread the leg through out to the side, you can hold, or spin onto the inner edge of your back foot. Lift your hips and your fingertips for this variation on side plank. I call this flying triangle. Look down, lower your hand. Pivot onto the ball of your back foot and free the right leg. Inhale, straight up and back. Exhale, bring your knee in and softly step the foot forward. Warrior 2, anchor the back heel. Making our way through the warriors today. Heel to arch alignment, bend the front knee. Inhale, rise all the way up into Vira 2. And then exhale to hold it and set it. Feel the feet squeeze into the midline, power up your roots. Find all of your gorgeous core supports and then fill the space. Receive confidence, power, strength, whatever Warrior 2 has to offer you here. And then flip your palm up. Inhale, take it back into Peaceful Warrior. And then exhale, come forward, side angle variation, bring your forearm to your thigh. As your free arm lifts either straight up or over the ear, completely up to you. Pause. Let's rotate the lifted palm, bend the elbow, wrap the arm around the back, half bind. Use that half bind to spin open, find more space. And you can stay here, or if you wish, free the right arm forward, palm faces up. Using your legs, your core, and your mind for support. Take one more breath. And then lift all the way back up into your Warrior 2. Circle the hands down to frame your foot, pivot onto the ball of your back foot. Downward facing dog, step it back. Bring your feet together. Inhale, lift your left leg up, down dog split. Exhale, bring the knee across the body, right elbow, core plank twist. Thread the leg out to the side and hold in this funky plank, or spin onto the inner edge of your back foot. Let your hips rise, stretch your fingers to the sky. Flying triangle, playing around with side plank here. And then lower your hand, extract your leg, stretch it up and back as you inhale. Exhale, bring the knee in and softly step the foot forward. Virabhadrasana 2, anchor the back heel. Align your feet, heel to arch alignment. And once you have those roots, come up on and inhale, that right arm reaching up and overhead. And then exhale to find your way into your warrior. Start from the ground. You're squeezing your feet into the midline. Power up your center. Draw your imaginary corset a little tighter. And then expand across the chest. Know what you are reaching for. Receive the confidence, the motivation, the spark. Everything that Warrior 2 brings you. Flip your palm. Inhale, take it back into Peaceful Warrior. And then exhale, come forward, side angle variation. We'll go forearm to the thigh. Your free arm can reach straight up or over the ear. Then rotate the palm, bend the elbow, wrap the arm around you. Use that half bind to find more space, more openness, roll open. And then from there, strong roots, strong center, strong mind. Maybe free the left arm forward. You can find any gaze point that works for you. One more breath here. Come all the way back up into your Warrior 2. Have the hands circle down to frame your foot. Lift the back heel. Downward facing dog. Take a step back. Breathing in. And letting go. Step the feet together. Look to the hands. Lift your heels. Bend your knees. Stepping or hopping. Inhale to lift and lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale to soften and bow forward. Inhale, rise, lead with your chest. Circle the arms out and up. And exhale, bring your hands all the way down through center. Whew. Release your arms. Step your feet together, connect the big toe mounds. Bend your knees, drop the hips. Inhale, arms overhead. And then exhale, float the heels up, high chair. Keep holding as you inhale, lift the heels a little higher. Keep holding as you exhale, let your hips drop a little deeper. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, release the heels and bow down out over the legs, forward fold. Inhale to lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, bend the knees to plant your palms, downward facing dog, step it back. Inhale, roll forward along the spine into your plank pose. And then exhale, move from your center, wave the hips up and back. Step the feet together. Inhale, lift the right leg up, down dog split. Exhale, bring the right knee to the upper right arm. Squeeze the knee into the arm above the elbow for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, stretch the leg back again. And exhale, gather your knee in and softly step up, heel then the toes. Let's rise to high crescent lunge. Feet are hip width apart. Inhale, rise up strong and confident, arms overhead. And then as you exhale, bring your palms down into heart center and shift forward. Now breathe freely here as you draw the knee in towards the belly. Foot is active. Find your gaze point. Send your heel forward out in front of you. Toes remain lifted. Keep the leg long, strong, and active. It's almost like you're gonna put the foot on the floor, but you change your mind. Let's keep it lifted. You're gonna keep stretching the heel back behind you as you hinge at the hips and move forward in space. Virabhadrasana 3. Any way, any style. So you can spread your wings if you'd like. Try to keep rolling your left hip and your left toes down to square up. Activate that belly fire, core support. Find your gaze point where your eyes want to land to help you keep balanced and focused. And can you, like a ninja, stealthy and silent, start to float that lifted foot back, landing the ball of the foot and then reaching the arms overhead. So you're returning to your high crescent lunge. And then lower your fingertips, just your fingertips down. Drop your knee to the mat. Just slide the right knee back, so coming into hands and knees. Drop down onto your elbows, onto your forearms. Measure out the distance between the elbows, wrapping your hands around the elbows to find the proper width. Elbows directly under the shoulders now, so release the hands, then press the palms together, link your fingers, find a fist. Step it back, 1 foot at a time, into forearm plank. Find the line of plank in your body, forearms root down, outer upper arms hug in, frontal hip points curling up towards the ribs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, gently lower your knees. Sit all the way back, hips to heels for child's pose. Keep your arms reaching forward or settle them back by your side. Breathe in and let that go. Take one more breath here. And then shift forward into hands and knees. Press up and back, downward facing dog. And step your feet together. Inhale, take your left leg straight up and back, down dog split. Exhale, bring the left knee to the upper left arm. Squeeze the knee into the arm above the elbow. Hold it, half crow plank. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lengthen the leg up and back. Exhale, bring the knee in and step the foot forward, heel then the toes. Feet are hip width apart. We're lifting into high crescent lunge. Inhale, strong, confident rise up. And then exhale, gather the hands down into heart center. Breathe freely here. Shift the weight, transfer the weight into the left leg. Draw the right knee in and up. Find your focal point, your drishti. Where are your eyes resting or landing? Send your heel forward, toes are lifted, leg is long, strong, and active. Feel the foot almost graze the floor as you send the leg back behind you. Move forward in space with the torso. Tilting forward into Virabhadrasana 3. Find any variation, spread your wings in any way. Keep rolling the right hip down, the right toes turning towards the floor. Activate the standing leg. Also activate your belly fire, your belly strength. And mentally be on side with what you're attempting. I've got this. I am strong, I am balanced, I am patient. And then a slow ninja-like step back. Landing the ball of the foot, taking the arms overhead once you arrive, and lower the fingertips down to frame the foot. Drop the right knee to the ground. Slide the left knee back. Come down into all fours. Same setup, but instead of forearm plank, we'll go dolphin. Lower to the forearms. Wrap your hands around opposite elbows. Measure out the distance between them. Then from there, press the palms together, link the fingers, create your fist. Curl the toes under, breathe in. And as you exhale, boost your hips up. It's kind of like a downward dog, but you're on your forearms. Keeping the legs straight, begin to walk in a little closer to head and hands. Keep your forearms rooting down, outer upper arms hugging in. Head is floating above the ground, and you can gaze back at your toes. For a little more spice, step the feet together. Take the right leg high. Lift up onto the tippy toes of the bottom foot, and then push up through the ball of the lifted foot. Keep rooting down into your forearms. Set the foot down. If it was lifted, feet together. Take your left leg high, one-legged version of dolphin. Rise up onto the tippy toes of the bottom foot. Press up through the ball of the lifted foot. Firm your base, firm your foundation. And then set the foot down. Set the knees down. Enjoy your child's pose. I'm going to settle my arms back by my side. Choose whatever works for you. Slowly rise up out of child's pose. You can come into hands and knees. And then take a seat. Once you're seated, we'll keep the right knee bent and the left leg long. Just stretch it out to your side. Pause here. Little stargazer. Right hand near the right hip, fingers face away. Press down into the hand, the knee, and the shin. Lift your hips. Send your heart to the sky as your free arm reaches up and overhead. And slowly lower the seat. Take both arms high, turn to completely face your extended leg. Brighten up that extended leg as you inhale. And then exhale, hinging and folding for Janu Shirshasana. Let your hands rest wherever they need to. Rolling the shoulders back, sending your heart forward. One more breath here. And then rolling up. And switching out the legs. We'll keep the right leg straight, bend the left knee, bring the sole of the foot to the inner thigh. Starting off with that lovely opening. Left hand by left hip, fingers face away. Push into the hand, the knee and the shin, lift your hips. Sweep that free arm overhead as you curl your chest open. And then take your time. Lower the sitting bones down. Both arms overhead as you make that turn, that twist to face the extended leg. Firm the thigh, flex your foot, inhaling, and then exhaling to hinge and fold. Make sure you're not pushing, straining, or forcing. Respect where you are and respect where you need to be. Draw your shoulders back, heart forward. And slowly roll on up. Find your way into any comfortable seat. Hands drawn together at heart center. Inhale, stretch the fingers to the sky. Exhale to open and expand. Repeat that. Inhale. Slide up through the center. And then exhale, take up so much space. One more time. Inhaling. Big sigh. Bring the hands back to heart center into Anjali Mudra. And know that you have all of this wonderful heat, strength, and confidence to support you as you move through your day. Enjoy being a warrior. I'll see you next time. Namaste.